I think my husband's cheating on me. That he had like about 5 or 6 different email accounts to meet up with other women.
And you said that he cheated on you before?
When he cheated on me, I was pregnant.
How old was the girl that he was sleeping with?
15 or 16.
And when I was with her, she seemed a lot older.
And she told me they had sex in my house.
Before the show, he took a lie detector test, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your heart, you feel he's cheating on you?
He's just a habitual liar.
I did not lie to you at all.
You're hurting me. You're killing me inside.
Do you ever say to people that you don't love her?
I have said that in the past, that I wasn't in love with her.
I needed somebody else to see how you treat me.
Y'all can see whatever you want.
Look at you. You are about to lose me.
I'm so in love with you. You know what else I can do to prove you that I love you?
Chase me.
Would you chase your wife? She ran.
And this is why I want the test.
What if this test comes back and he fails?
Read the results, Steve.
Have you cheated on your wife since you've been married? You answered no. Jaray's lie detector test results is that welcome to the show. My first guest is Tacarra. And why are you here today, Tacarra?
I'm here because I need you to help bring my marriage back to life and find out some answers. I've been married for 3 years, and I think my husband's cheating on me.
And why do you think he's cheating on you?
Because he cheated on me before we got married, and recently I have found out that he had like about 5 or 6 different email accounts and date accounts to meet up with other women, and I have felt like my husband's not in love with me. And so to know that another woman doesn't...
That's got to be a horrible feeling, to be married and you think your spouse doesn't love you.
Yeah, it really is.
And you say he's got 5 or 6 different profile sites, like on dating
Not
sites?
anymore, I closed them down.
You closed them down. How did you know that he had them?
Because I have his Yahoo, and I went to his Yahoo. And when you go and apply for an account on something, they send you a confirmation email. I saw several confirmation emails that he had applied for other accounts.
How does that make you feel?
Like I'm not good enough, like our marriage doesn't mean anything to him. Like everything that we go through is for nothing.
And you have children together?
We do, we have 2 little girls.
You have 2 little girls. And how old are your girls?
6 and 3.
6 and 3. And you said that he cheated on you before?
Before we got married, yeah.
And you were pregnant at the time?
Yeah. He was cheating on me before I got pregnant, Steve. He was cheating on me with the same girl for 6 months.
So he was having a long-term affair there?
He had a girlfriend.
Call me crazy, but why did you marry him?
We went through premarital counseling. We went through putting God classes, putting God first classes, learning how to put God before ourselves to deal with our problems and everything. He played that role so well.
So even though he cheated on you, you thought that he changed, that
yes.
he's making an effort, he's going to these religious counseling sessions, and you feel it made a difference in him?
Yeah, we didn't get married till about 1.5 years, 2 years later, after I found out he cheated.
Okay, so this so good. You gave it some time. You gave him some time to prove himself that maybe he's changed, that he wants to be with you. And during that time after you went to counseling, did he change?
Yeah.
How old was the girl that he was sleeping with?
15 or 16.
So she basically was a child. She was a child. We're not talking about an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old.
She was a little girl. The girl lied about her age, is what I was told.
For 6 months, you don't know?
Like I said,
you don't know the high school jacket on
I
her?
never said I believed it. For real.
The prom, something should have tipped him off.
That's what's so funny about it. In his admitting what he did, he said that she was a certain age, said she went to a certain school, told me she lived in a certain area, told me details, unnecessary details, like where they even had sex. Everything he had told me was a lie. The reason I know he was lying about what was supposed to be the truth was because a couple days later I made him put his hand on the Bible and say he didn't remember her phone number. He did. I had him call her. I got the little girl on the phone, And she told me, I'm 16 and I live a block away from you. And she don't go to the school, he said. They didn't have sex where she said they had sex in my house.
What if she said, you know, hey, you're sleeping with children? Would you go and do it because she's accusing that? Oh, I'm sorry, you did that already.
I'm so in love with you. You know what else I can do to prove to you that I love you?
Chase me.
Would you chase your wife? She ran. And so what sacrifices have you made for him?
My life, my career. You know, I want to move and start my career, and he doesn't want to move because his grandmother's elderly. Out of love, of course, I would stay with my husband until he's ready to go. But if he's not in love with me, why should my life be on hold? I'm ready to take off and shine.
And before he took a lie detector test?
Yes, and thank you for that.
Your heart, if you had to tell me how you feel, do you feel he's cheating on you?
Because of what happened, I have become so insecure that I cannot tell what is me thinking and what is my insecurities.
You know, you're a mother, you're raising two little girls, and I think no matter what, when somebody's posting 6 different online accounts, whether he's acted upon or not, it's kind of pretty disrespectful to you. It's, I think, the point of what motivation would you have to do that? One motivation only, you know, really trying to hook up with somebody else.
Yeah, he tried to say that he was mad. Now, if I don't
He was mad.
If you want to revenge someone, don't they need to know you're getting revenge on them? If you're secretly making accounts, you're not doing that to get back at me, because I don't even know you're doing it.
Right.
You know?
What would he be mad about, though?
Me accusing him of cheating. He would be mad that I accuse him of cheating. So he says, since I'm accusing him, he might as well go do it.
Does he work? It sounds like he's got a lot of time. He's sitting around chattering on sites and...
The man works. That is a quality. Working man is a quality that is really hard to find. When we don't have money, or if there's a time where we both were not working, he will get up at 5 in the morning, get on the bus, and go to a day labor place to make sure he gets whatever we need. And after that, there's days where he'll sit there forever and come home, and they didn't even offer him a job, but he sits there to make sure he takes care of his family. Well,
that's a real good quality to have. But don't you, as, you know, obviously a very proud, strong, hardworking woman yourself, don't you deserve the other quality, and that's somebody to really love you for you?
That is why I'm here.
So I guess if he has that quality about him, I'm going to ask you, is he a good father?
He is a great father. He is a great father. Sometimes I feel like he's a better parent than I am. He reads to the kids every single night. There is not a night that goes by.
Isn't being a good dad, isn't it being a good father, being respectful to your children's mother?
Yeah.
When he's with you, is he loving to you?
He's loving to me until we get into like a little argument. It could be over any tiny thing. Once he gets mad, he doesn't love me anymore.
And I see when you say that, I could feel the hurt coming out of you.
Because you should be able to be mad and not stop caring about the person. You know, he gets mad and he doesn't care about anything about me at all. Like, you know the movies where the girl walks away and the guy goes and chases her down? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care at all. I could go get hit by a car and he will sit in the room and ignore the fact that the police are at the door telling him his wife just got hit by a car.
I guess I feel sorry because I am blessed that I have a good marriage, and I know that if my wife gets mad at me, she still cares about me. And it's sad that you don't have that.
We should be able to argue, disagree, and say, okay, you know what? The biggest point right now is I love you, and we can talk about the rest of this later, or write each other in some journals or something to where we don't have to argue. And just, you know, when those arguments start stretching to the point to where the love is gone, you have to remember how much you love each other. Bring it back.
Do you ever stop loving him?
No.
You love him all the time.
I've been a damn fool for this man.
You don't understand what it's like to go out to work and come home to a dirty house.
When I found out he was bringing another woman to my house, she can clean my house.
I swear, I don't know the results of this, but I really don't want to read them.
Read the results, Steve.
Have you cheated on your wife since you've been married? You answered no. Jaray's lie detector test results is that before the show, he took a lie detector test, right? Mm-hmm. What if he takes this test and he passes? What would you do?
Apologize. I've been a very hard woman to live with.
What would you apologize for, though?
I would only
that
apologize for the way my insecurities come off.
Yeah, but you didn't make him post those dating sites.
No.
You didn't. You're not imagining that. You're not creating that.
No.
And I heard, I was told that he says he's single in them, right? I got to say, I'm looking at you and I see this very impressive, very beautiful woman. And I would say any man would be lucky to have you.
Tell that to my husband when he come out here.
I will.
Please.
I will. And so, you've been married for 5 years, right?
We've been married for 3 years. We've been together for 5 years.
And 3 months into the marriage, you thought he was cheating on you?
No, 3 months into the marriage, he told a family member of mine that he wasn't in love with me. I confronted him about it, and he told me that he didn't say that. He was just upset at the time, and he told that family member that he felt like sometimes he's not in love with me. To me, it seems the same.
It is the same. I mean,
because you shouldn't have to think about it.
Especially when you first get married. Isn't that the time where
everything's
perfect?
It's 3 months.
And what was the reason he cheated on you the first time?
Hanging out with a bunch of single men. Married men should not kick it with a bunch of single men because they see what those men get to do and they start feeling like they're missing out.
The thing is, though, there's always going to be temptation out there. Yeah. You can't fight that battle. That's a losing and a waste of your time battle. If you, like I said, you got to marry somebody that you could trust. That, you know, it's as simple as that. What I really respect about you is that you say, okay, if I find out, I'm not going to go back through the door and give him one more chance, two more chances, three more chances. You're here, you're saying...
The one more chance was marrying me. You got me to yourself.
And so you're saying you find out different today.
And he knows.
And that's it.
Done dilly.
Okay. Let's bring out your husband, Jaray. How you doing, Jaray?
I'm all right, Steve.
You know, I listened to the story. You got a very beautiful wife, very impressive lady. Is she a good wife?
Yes, she is. She's a very good wife.
Great wife?
Yes, she is, definitely.
Good mother?
Definitely a good mother.
And so why is she thinking that you're cheating on her?
Honestly, because I have made the websites, you know what I'm saying? I did go to the websites, but you don't understand what it's like to go out to work and come home, you know what I'm saying, be working all night and come home to a dirty house and then clean up the house and then not say nothing to her and then still get, you know
why wouldn't you say anything to her?
No, not say nothing to her, not get mad at her. Most dudes will come home and not see, want their house clean, they want their house clean. Come home, don't see it clean, they might start flashing, cussing, or whatever. I don't do that. I come home,
No,
I'll just clean
so
up the house.
your thing is that you go and make 6 profile sites
No,
on
that's
dating
not what I'm
sites?
saying, but I do a whole bunch of stuff. I try to go, I get home as fast as I can, and whenever I go out, you know what I'm saying? Still, nothing. No matter what I do, I'm always doing something.
Did
no
you
matter
make these
what.
dating sites?
Yes, I did. You know what she's done, though? Why?
Listen, no,
okay.
listen.
Okay.
Do you want to get into that game? What she did? Let's.
Well, we
how
get into
about
the
let's
game all
play
the
the
time,
game. Let's
'cause
play
we
the.
have to play the game all the time.
I'm asking you though.
Okay.
You admit, you're saying you made these dating sites. You go on there and you say you put your profile that you're single.
No, I do not put down
You
single.
put
When
down
I-
that you're married.
Yes, I put married and separated. That's what I put.
Are you separated?
No.
Well,
Or we're
okay, you're
separated,
still
I mean,
lying.
She kept accusing me of being this person that's out doing all this stuff with all these women. Every time I go to the store, I'm talking to this female. Every time I go to my grandma's house, I'm doing this.
Are
I'm
you?
always doing. No, I'm not.
So you messed up before your marriage, right?
Yes, and part of me did feel like if I'm going to be doing this, no matter what, if I'm this person, then why not be this person? If I'm already that person to her.
So you want to
But
listen?
but I didn't follow through to
this
nothing, though.
person that you caused this tremendous amount of pain to your wife. You want to be that person? If she
No, I
accused me,
don't.
what if she said, hey, you're sleeping with children? Would you go and do it because she's accusing you of that?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, you did that already,
No.
right?
No.
I mean, was she in high school?
Once I found out she was in high school, we did not sleep together anymore.
So what'd you do? Take her to the park?
See, I'm so in love with you. You know what else I can do to prove you that I love you?
Chase me.
I don't love my wife. I am in love with my wife. I'm crazy in love with her. She wouldn't ask me if I would chase her down the street. I'd be running my ass off after her. It's bad enough to cheat, but then you're cheating with a teenage girl?
Well, when I talked to her, when we first got together and when we were talking, she told me her age was a lot older. And when I was with her, she seemed a lot older. So I don't know what you want me to say about the age thing. I was wrong. I messed up. I can't go back and change that.
6
I was
months?
also 21. It was not 6 months. That's what you're hearing from her.
Okay, well, you tell me
Okay,
how
it
long
was not 6 months. It
Well,
was only like
how old
a
was
couple
it?
months.
A couple months.
It's still a long time, but 6 months is
You
a big
can't-
difference.
September,
between-
Come on,
October,
you're-
November, December, January,
That's
February.
your
That is 6
information, though.
months.
That's your information.
The
If
man
you
who
believe
hooked
her,
you up with her
okay,
told
you
me
can believe
when he
okay, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You believe everybody else but me. That's what you do. So do that. I know it ain't been 3 months. I mean, I know it was only been 3 months.
the
It
little
ain't been
girl
no
told
6
me
months.
6.
Is 3 months?
Okay, she told you a whole
listen,
bunch of stuff
let me
that
ask
wasn't
you a
true.
question, Jaray.
Yes.
Is 3 months better than 6 months sleeping with the child when you're a grown man?
No, it's not. And I was wrong, and I can't do nothing to change it. It was very wrong.
And 3 months, okay, we're not even saying, one night stand, I didn't know how old she was. But you're telling me you're an intelligent guy, in 3 months you couldn't figure out her
See,
age?
no,
Where you at all day?
We weren't-
I'm in school, in high school.
it wasn't even like that because we didn't really kick it like that. Well, it
Well,
wasn't-
what was it like?
we only met every few times. 3
Aren't
months
most
is a
teenage
long-
girls in high school?
Yes, they are.
I mean, was she in high school?
Yes, she was. I found out she was.
And you didn't stop.
Yes, I did. Once I found out she was in high school, we did not sleep together anymore.
So what'd you do? Take her to the park?
No, see,
She's come out here and she says, you're a great dad. She says, you're a super hard worker. So she's not coming out here, just totally
yeah,
bum
but see,
rushing
that's
you.
what she's saying to you. What she says to me is not what she says to everybody else. When she says to me is I'm not a good.
Well, you know
I'm
what? Sometimes
Don't
wives
say
don't
that.
want to portray their husbands in the worst light, and they keep things private. When you're married, you should, whether you're sleeping with women right now or not, I don't know what's the point other than trying to hook up with somebody by creating dating online sites.
Nothing.
There's no other reason. You can't sit there and tell me you don't know why you do it. You know why you're doing it, because you're trying to hook up with some females. That's why you're doing
Part
it.
of me did want to. Honestly, it did.
Do you love your wife?
Yes, I love her very much. She's the most important woman to me besides, my daughters, my grandmother, my mother, my sister. She's the most important woman in my entire life. And I love her so much. I I've told her so many times I can't imagine my life without you, period. And she won't believe me.
You
at all.
imagine it without me every time you go click on that computer.
Tacarra, why don't you talk
You,
to me?
I just need you to know you're hurting me. You're killing me inside. My little girls see me cry every time we argue. They are seeing
Whose
too
fault
much.
is that?
Yours.
I don't tell you to cry in front of them. I always try to go away from the kids.
These,
Okay?
this,
I don't try to sit there in front of them, and you do that, not me, okay? Because you start overreacting about something I do and you start crying about it, don't mean that it's I'm just this horrible person. You know what I'm saying? If
Look
I
at
get,
the hostility toward you and me. Look how you're
Well,
standing,
look at
how
it,
you
'cause
act
look how you're
toward
trying
me.
to make me. Look how you're trying to make me seem in front of all these people like I'm.
I
just
tried to
this
make you
horrible
seem like you're a
person,
good
like
man.
I'm just coming home, I'm always trying to make you cry and all this kind of stuff, and I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good man. I come home, I take care of you. I work all the time, and I take care of the house all the time. You don't have to do nothing. Anytime
Well, you're
you want
not loving
something at 2
her and
o'clock-
taking care of her all the time. If you got 6 websites going
I'm
trying to
not.
hook up with women.
When we first got together, Steve, I did everything. I did everything. I even told him I wanted to be a superwoman and would get up for him before he'd go to work at 6 in the morning, cook for him in the rain. If he was at work and said he wanted something, this is before we had the car we do have and the stuff we built together. On the bus, I would get on the bus in the rain and bring him food.
And
But
I
on the
did
bus,
stuff for you
can I
at the same
finish?
time,
Can I
too.
finish? I had to, it's not just get on the bus and go. I had to stop, grab him something to eat in the rain, then go all the way to his job, bring it to him. The house stayed clean all the time. When I found out he was bringing another woman to my house, she can clean my house.
Does it bother you you have these websites?
Honestly, no, because they're not something that I've created them, yes, but I don't go check them all the time.
Oh,
I don't
come on,
go,
man. You don't check them all the time,
No,
just
but
once in a while?
No, I don't
See if a
check 'em
fish
at
is on the
all.
line?
No, I don't check them at all. I haven't, when she found them, I told her, there's a couple websites, I already told her I thought they were canceled. I thought I had canceled them, but they weren't canceled. I don't go to
What
them
about
at
the other
all.
4?
There's not, first of all, there's not as many as she's saying that there is.
How many
So-
are there?
There's
I
only
can
a
name
couple.
them
There's
because I
only a
closed them
couple.
down one by one.
Okay.
You know, Jaray, nobody's gonna beat you up for not loving somebody. You love who you want to love, and just stand on stage. I'm just telling you, from what I observe, you seem very cold to your wife.
Thank
You
you.
see, you don't seem
Thank
like you're very
you.
caring.
Thank you. Somebody else is telling you this. I needed somebody else to see how you treat me.
Well, y'all can see whatever you want to.
Look at you.
Because you
Is
don't
this
know
how
what
you
it's
want
like.
to come out to me? Do you realize you are about to lose me? Do you? And don't you think if you want to keep me, you need to change your persona, how you standing and the way you are treating me? You need to act like I am the most important thing in front of you. And if I was to walk away, you was going to chase me.
If she ran down the street, would you go chase her?
I ask him that. I ask him that.
I'm asking him. Would you chase your wife if she ran?
Probably not, because of what she says to me.
Come
We
here.
don't even need the test.
I swear, I don't know the results of this, but I really don't want to read them. This is Jaray's lie detector results. Have you cheated on your wife since you've been married? You answered no. Jaray's lie detector test results is that do you ever say to people that you don't love her?
No, I do not. I have said that in the past that I wasn't in love with her, but But I don't tell anybody I don't love her. Everybody I tell I love her
What's
more
the
than
difference
anything.
if you tell somebody I'm
you.
not in love with her?
Being in love with somebody and loving somebody is a very different thing. And I love her
You know
more.
what?
She's the most important
You're
woman
right.
to me.
I agree with you. You can love somebody and not be in love with them.
But you shouldn't be married to him.
Is she acting right now? Is her crying? Is her showing all this emotion? Is this an act?
No, she's not. She's
Okay,
not giving an
you're not showing any emotion.
Thank you. I say
No,
that
nothing.
too.
And I mean, I'll tell you, if I was married to somebody that was acting like you, cold, not caring about me, not showing me anything,
Well, this is just
I don't
after
know how
years
much
of
longer I'd be
having-
married to that
You
person.
feel like
Love whoever you want to love, Jaray. I'm not telling you gotta love this woman, but if you don't, why not let her go and let her find somebody that will be in love with her?
I just don't understand how you don't see that I love you, and you still just tell me that I don't do nothing all the time. That's all I am. That's all I know I am to you.
you're
Like
not
all this
there
good
for
person.
me when I cry and you're cold. What you guys are seeing right now is exactly how he is. He doesn't soften up for me. When a man loves a woman, he got a soft
So a
spot
man
in
that-
his
so
heart
a
for
man
her.
doesn't love a
I
woman
can't
doesn't-
soften this man up for nothing. He won't reach
I
out
could
and
talk
hug
over
me
you. This
for
is the kind
nothing.
of stuff I do at the house. Every time I try to explain to you how I feel, all you do is talk over me. I try to show you all the time that I love you, and you all the time tell me that I don't.
Well, why
All the time-
can't
time-
you
time
show it
tell me-
now?
Emotion, I want to see your emotions. You
But you
really
know-
think cleaning up the house shows you love me. And it doesn't. It shows you're a good cleaner. I need to feel you.
I just don't. I
You are
supposed to
cold
do,
to me.
and I feel like I do, and
You're
I know I
even
do.
being mean right now. The way you're talking to me. You're talking at me, not even to me.
You know, Tacarra, I got to be honest here. I think with the websites and everything, very disrespectful. He obviously hurt you before you were married, but like you said, you gave him a chance. He went to the meetings and everything, and he cleaned himself up, and you guys got married. And truthfully, Jaray might just be this way. And I'm not saying, Jaray, you're a bad guy for it, because we're all different. And maybe you're just not a guy that's very emotional, emotional. Maybe you don't express yourself. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not no marriage counselor. But I know people want to be happy. And they expect something out of their spouse. And all I'm telling you is, does it really matter? Because I don't know if he can give you what you really want. That's the thing. I don't, this is your decision if you want me to read this.
I wish in the lie detector test you could ask if he's in love with me, because I want to know if this is a personality flaw or if he doesn't love me and that's why he's so cold, because people are cold when they don't love someone as well. And if it's a personality thing,
But
is there
all the time.
you know what, Tacarra? I don't know if you want to live your life wondering if somebody loves you based on a lie detector test. Let me ask you something. The way he acts on stage to you, the way that he's been up here, the way he says how he acts at home, is he this way with his daughters? Does he act this cool and
No.
cool demeanor with his children?
nope, nobody but me. He's only brave enough to do it to me. He wouldn't do it to any one of y'all.
Right there, it tells you something. I mean, it probably tells you he loves you, but he's not in love with you. And he's basically said that. And that's a hard thing to swallow for anybody if you're married. That's a real tough thing, and I understand that. And you know what? You deserve it, and you know what? And truthfully, everybody deserves it. He deserves it, to have somebody in love with you. You are in love with this man.
He does have somebody in love.
I know. I see. You are in love with him. I can see that. But I think he loves you. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jaray, but I don't know if you're in love with your wife.
I'm so in love with you. I've never met anybody more perfect for me. The way we met was so perfect. I can't imagine my life without you. And that's why I go through what I do with you. It's so hard to listen to you tell me that I don't love you when I love you more than anything in the world. I don't know what I can do, what more I can do. I try to bring you flowers and make sure you're just to see a smile on your face, you know? I try my hardest, and it just doesn't seem to work, and I don't know what else I can do to prove to you that I love you. I really don't.
Chase me. Say you would chase me.
I would chase you. I would chase you. I just want to do whatever it takes to prove to you that I do love you, because we have a great relationship, we have a great family, and we have to make this work because we're too perfect for each other. And I just want you to know that I do love you. Please.
Read the results, Steve.
Have you cheated on your wife since you've been married? You answered no. Jaray's lie detector test results is that
And this is why I want the test. The confusion, you saw the hostility, the coldness, and then this. It's back and forth.
It's because
I just don't know.
The coldness.
You know, honestly, I'm getting sucked in. I'm falling in love with them. I mean, I don't know if he's acting right now or what, but he comes down and he's coming through in the clutch and he's telling his wife, you know, he loves you. And then I'm like, oh, they're gonna get together, and you know. And you know, the older I get, the more emotional I get, and I want to see, like, you guys work it out and your marriage stays together. I would hope that for you. And when I say, I don't know if you want to base your marriage on lie detector results.
I'm not basing my marriage on it.
You kind of are.
I'm confused about if he's.
You shouldn't be confused on.
It's a liar.
Well, then you make your decision on that.
But is my insecurities telling me that, or is he really a liar?
He's making
like
websites and he's fishing for women.
If I think he's looking at a woman, yeah. And you know what? I'm sure half the men in here did that to their woman. I'm sure, Steve, you have maybe looked at another woman.
Oh,
Sexual desire.
Guilty as charged. I have looked at other women.
Not take it to the point to go actually.
But I can swear on my children, I've never created 6 websites trying to lure women in.
That's so true. That is so true.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
True.
Let me tell you something. Anytime my wife, she wouldn't ask me if I would chase her down the street, I'd be running my ass off after her.
She's so happy to hear you say that.
All I'm saying is, I don't love my wife. I am in love with my wife. I'm crazy in love with her. I have my 2 children. I couldn't be any more affectionate to my wife. I couldn't be. Now, I'm a different guy, though. I'm very emotional. I'm very expressive. You know, I let everybody who deals with me knows exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I'm feeling. Maybe Jaray's not like that. But the thing is, you don't have to be like me to love your wife, to show your wife you love her. You can't be respectful and not put the fishing hook out there on a website.
And you're right.
And then just be like, well, I just did it. I don't know why. That's not true. I don't want to read these results. And I honestly, I'm telling you, I swear to God, I swear, I don't know the results of this. But I really don't want to read them. I really don't. If you want to give him a chance, give him a chance. If you don't want to give him a chance, don't give him a chance. It's your call. You want me to read them?
Read the results, Steve.
This is Jaray's lie detector results. since you have been married, have you been sexually intimate with any woman other than your wife? And you answered no. Have you cheated on your wife since you've been married? You answered no. Have you cheated with any woman that you met on the internet? And you answered no. He has not told the truth.
What? Wow. Wow. Okay.
So we're done.
That's crazy.
That is why I brought you here.
I don't know.
Now
what
I know
to
for a
say.
fact he's
There's
not
no
in love
fact.
with me.
No, because I've not done nothing with anybody
Oh,
else.
whatever. I didn't see this shit before.
Okay, well, all I can say, baby, is that I've never done anything.
You
with
don't get your get off of me and move away from me. I'm
No,
so
because I love
serious.
you. No, because I love you and I've not done anything to you at all. I don't know
So
those
serious.
results.
Hey, I live in Portland, Oregon. I'm 25.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Whatever, camera. I'm a good woman. I'm about my business. I need a man.
I did not like
Get off me. You already knew. You already knew.
at all.
This is not a surprise. You knew I was leaving you.
Well, maybe the final test should be, why don't you run out of his studio and see if he chases you?
He will. He's not going to stand up here by himself. Come on now. I'm so relieved. And I have no animosity towards you except for the fact you're a liar. You're a liar for no reason. It's not the cheating that would make me leave you. It's the fact that you are lying. And you're going to lie to me for the rest of our marriage. And I'm not having it. We can work out cheating. We can't work out lying.
I haven't lied.
End of the show. Both the one thing, no matter what, you be good parents to your children, you be loving to them, and you,
do that.
There's no other way.
you need to find somebody that's going to chase you.
Later when
Let's
I'm...
go. Bold, but, and then he's saying he loves you, and the truth of it is,
Baby, I know you don't believe me, but I love you and I have not done
I don't believe you're here right now. I don't believe you're even standing here trying to still lie to me. You've lied to me for years.
I'm not lying
Years
to
you've
you
been lying
at
to me.
all. No, I have not lied
You've
about anything at all.
Let me fall apart in front of you.
have
You've
not.
watched me kill my soul. You've watched me lose myself. You've watched me. I'm gone. I'm not the same woman anymore. I'm insecure as I just,
Come here, baby. I have not done
this is like so fake.
not
Are you
fake.
serious?
I'm not being fake. I love you.
Everybody
can't
saw
let
how
this
you
happen.
treated me.
I can't let us go
You're
like this.
done, son.
I can't.
Don't come with the hugs and kisses. We're friends. And I will be respectful towards you, and we will raise these kids just fine.
the truth of it is, he didn't come chase you on your own. The audience had to
I didn't
yell
know
at
what
him to
was
chase
going
her. The thing is, I walk off with your wife. You should be right on my ass. That's the truth of it. I would never let some man walk off the stage with my wife. I'd be right there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't let it.
on. I don't know. I've seen the show and I've seen you walk off
Hey,
with people, so I didn't know
you know what?
how to act.
Hey,
You know
listen,
what I'm saying? I
it's
didn't know
it's a TV
You
show.
act how your heart feels, not how nobody controls you.
Listen, the show's over. Do you want me to
About us.
escort you to by yourself, or would you like to talk with him?
There's
It's up to you, whatever
talk
you want.
About. There's
That-
nothing to
I'm
talk
asking,
about. We
would you-
can talk on the plane on the way home when you know you're getting out of my life.
Okay, well, that's something to talk about. Let's go.
Don't chase me, because you should have chased me a long time ago. Now you can't even catch me.
After the show, Jaray said he felt stupid about the way he acted toward Tacarra on stage. They've been staying in separate homes, but Jaray has been doing everything he can to win his wife back. Tacarra found a new job and is moving on with her life. She's happy she knows the truth.